and some cooking. First things first, we're going to rinse out the yummy salad because I did finish off that salad with the delicious, super delicious, I have to say. I was very happy with it. I'm just trying to be I'm trying to be a little bit more on a budget than usual this month just because, I don't know, I feel like I spent more money than I wanted. And I live a realistic life. You know, you see a lot of people on social media, they're going to talk about how they're buying real expensive products and they're going on vacations and things like that. And that's just not the kind of life I lead. And I think in this economy, more people honestly are starting to definitely not live like that. Like, that's not reality for a lot of people. I know there's going to be like a bigger gap, and people are like, oh, but like so many influencers post this and they post that, but that doesn't mean that most people live that way. Just because an influencer posts that doesn't make it reality for most people, right? Like, most people are not super affluent with lots of money. And I know some people are like, but we want escapism. But you know, I think it's a fallacy. It's like an outright fallacy when people say that you can never have a form of escapism by just being more authentic and like speaking truth, because I feel like escapism is your state of mind. Like, I feel like having a strong state of mind and looking for the positive and the good, like in any circumstance, you know? And I think that's the truth. Like, I think that's why you don't feel jealous of anybody. Like, you're not one of these people, like some people, they love to define themselves by social class. And I've seen rich people do it. I've seen middle class people do it. I've seen poor people do it. And I just think life's too short for that. If you believe in God, you're not doing all that. People who believe in God are focused on living a good life. They're not focused on defining themselves as being like from this social class or that one, or thinking so and so is jealous of me because I'm rich, or so and so wants more. They're just not. That's not what their life's about, and that's just not what I'm about. And some people will like, but I'm just an honest kind of person. Like, I'm not gonna pretend to be like super rich or something like that. You know, some people, that's what they come on social media to do, like and that's fine if you want to be a luxury lifestyle. Hi, like blogger, but that's just not reality for most people. But on the same time, I want to tell you, don't be jealous of other people and their life, like, because your life is your own, and you've got to find a way to make your own life the best that it can be. Okay, but keep it clean, right? Keep it clean, because I just chose for myself. Like, I like this shirt, so I'm doing a video, and yes, I'm doing a video. So anyway, let's finish loading the dishwasher, and then I'm gonna cook. Okay. Thank you, I appreciate that. Oh golly, this thing will clean itself up, but I'm like, peanut butter is just like the most annoying thing to have to clean. I like the peanut butter dressing, but it's like afterwards having to wipe it off everything to put it in the dishwasher. Because yes, even if you use a dishwasher, you should be rinsing your dishes, in my opinion, you know? Like, I know some people think you can just chuck everything in there. I'm going to throw some towels in the dryer real quick. They think you can just chuck everything in there, food and all, but I don't agree with that. It's very messy. Oh no, something that wasn't supposed to go in the dryer ended up in the dryer again. I'm like, Why? I should have been more careful with that. Okay, let's see. To the side. Right. Alrighty, Roo. Alrighty, Roo. Alrighty, Roo. Alrighty, Roo. Let's see. Let's see. It doesn't have to. You know. Damn. I mean, I don't understand why people can't just be calm, and it doesn't have to be that way. You notice I don't answer the people that want to write silly comments. They don't get an answer, right? Do you want to write a silly comment? I mean, I don't know. Some people want to make women feel like they shouldn't dress a certain way or something. I'm like, that's just ridiculous. Like, we're not supposed to, like, I mean, men don't wear shirts. They literally don't wear shirts. But, oh, no, like, a woman. I'm not even going to address people who make the silly. I do whatever I want, of course. And, yeah, I dress for me, like, obviously. And I'm wearing, like, skirts way down to my knees. So, obviously, like, I'm not wearing a bikini. Like, I don't know. It's funny. Okay. You can do whatever you want. I just don't want the explicit comment here, okay? But, you know, like I said, there's a censor. And if it doesn't follow the censored, like if the comment isn't following the censor, then I have to delete it. Yeah. Okay, so I need to get out my little Spiralizer thing. Well, first, no, I don't want that to pop into that. I'm going to, the first step I actually will do is get out my potatoes. So I want to do the potatoes first. How long? I've been doing good content. I like my content. It's fun. Like, I have a very happy, bright vibe, and that's just the type of channel I'm doing, you know, so to speak. Okay, so I'm gonna get out the potatoes. I don't know how many potatoes. I actually want to make quite a few because I feel like I want to make several days worth of potatoes. That's awesome. Like, I love, like, I mean, I think I'm on the regular channel, though. I know I have a hair channel, too. Let's see. I'll be right back. I'm just trying to see if it works. No, it should work here. All right. I'm back. Okay. Trying to log in. I'm looking for something online to check out if this is playing or not. That's what I'm doing. Because I have it going on my laptop just to see, like, the view of the stream. Because I'm streaming on my phone. But I use my laptop. Okay, so seems to be working okay. All right, I'm gonna do all the potatoes, I think, because I want to boil them. I know my mom's like, you should just make food for like one night. Like, she just, like, you know what? If I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna get. I'm gonna make a lot of food. Lots of food. Like, I'm not just gonna make, like, for one night. Like, no. I need to wash my potatoes first. I'm gonna make the rest of these potatoes and spiralize them. Turn them into like a potato noodle kind of situation, I think. Spiralize all of them tonight. Okay, so yeah. Friend. Okay, the first step. And then it's off. I'm gonna throw this part away. Kind of soda. I don't know what that is. Kind of soda. Is that like a German thing? I don't know. I need some tahini. I would love to give this potato dish a Syrian Lebanese flair, but we're out of tahini. I love being part Syrian. It's my favorite thing about myself. I just love it. No, I've never been to Syria. My grandfather was Syrian. I'm just very proud of my Syrian background. I think it's amazing and beautiful. I think about it like every day when I make food. I mean, if you're writing comments to try to get around censor later, they will be deleted if they're not a good comment, you know, if you wrote something that doesn't pass censor. Just saying, guys. I know some people think, oh, I don't know. Alright, I feel like, yeah, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I peeled that potato. Wait, you can't even see me peeling the potatoes. Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure it was a real thing. Thank you for clarifying. I just know Seitar. I'm familiar with Seitar. That's the one I'm familiar with. And of course, like oregano, basil, parsley, cilantro, cumin, coriander, allspice, cinnamon. Oh, nice. Very nice. I'm making potatoes. I like the seasoning right there. Hi, how you doing? I don't know you, but you can watch my cooking. I appreciate that. How are you doing, Aston? Nice to see you here. Thanks for watching. I mean, you can. I hope you enjoy the video. I mean, I feel like not every single bit has to be peeled off, but I try to get the majority of it. I don't try to get too fussy with it, but a little fussy. What? I don't understand. Why do the messages keep disappearing? I don't know. I mean, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Like, good subscribers. Thank you, thank you. Some more water. Bubbly is yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, I don't date people online, honestly. Like, I have this extreme vetting system. Like, I have to know somebody for years. They have to live in a 5-mile radius of where I live. I have to vet them, like, on such a high level. Like, and it has to happen so naturally. So, yeah, I'm a realist kind of person. This is a realism channel. Like, I just want people to enjoy my channel and have fun with my content. Oh, I'm not like I live in California, so that's all you have to know about me. But I'm not really looking to date like anybody on the internet. You have to know somebody in real life, like just having a chance interaction where it's real and beautiful. Like I'm that kind of person. Like, yeah. Like if you happen to meet somebody in real life and it just works, I think that's the best way. I feel like today everybody just is like, oh yeah, online dating, and back in the days like personals and needing to date. But I mean, I still think it's good to meet people in day to day life where you you see each other and you know each other like in a real kind of way. Not that you can't know somebody online, but that's just more realistic. Plus, it's so realistic because you live next to each other. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to meet somebody. But honestly, like I'm just making potatoes and having fun in the sun, right? Ah, taters. Come on, taters. I'm kind of stuck. Okay. Rinse this one off. I realized that peeling potatoes was such a task. This one really needs some rinsing. This one's got a lot of dirt on them. I almost like, I know like you can buy bags of potatoes, but I almost feel like it's better just to pick out a few that are kind of not in the bag because I feel like you can see them better. And I've just been noticing, because everybody's been talking about this over the last few years, how produce selection, I know people try to make this political, but it's definitely not. It's just like the corporations, friends, like they're selling inferior produce at higher rates. Like and that's actually, I don't know. I just don't think people get it, but people politicize potatoes. Like, well, potatoes are political in a way, but I'm just like yesterday, there were people coming on my chat like to talk about politics, and I'm like, why are you shilling for politicians? Just vote, but you don't need to make everything about politics. I'm just like, I'm very weary of it. I think when you're younger, like there's this incentive to be really super political, but I think it was healthier maybe 20 years ago when people didn't share their opinion on politics as much. You know, I don't know. And they were just friends with each other. And even if they didn't agree eye to eye, it wasn't like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. And they didn't like believe that a particular politician was going to be their savior, like treating like Trump or Kamala Harris like she's like a god or a goddess. I mean, I just think that's so silly. Come on. It's kind of an underwhelming election. There hasn't been a good presidential election since 2012. There just hasn't. So I guess just those of us that remember how it used to be, we're just not, like, we're not gonna go be all excited about it. So I don't know. I'm just like, oh, what can I say? I'm so over it. I'll be glad when the election's over because I'll stop getting so much political junk mail. It'll be great because right now I'm just like, I went to my postal box and you would think, and neither party's being an environmentalist when it comes to this. Oh my gosh, like I should save all this stuff. It's bonkers. Like big cardboard, like they can't just send you a text message. I'm like, it's 2024. Why is there so much political junk mail going out? And you can't, I know there's like some lists you could get on to get off of it. And I think I did it one time and it went away for a while, but then my sister signed a petition for something and she put my name on it. And now I'm back on that. I don't know. After this election, I need, or maybe even before, I need to get back on that list, the junk mail list, because I'm like, I don't need to go to the postal box. And there's just no need. Like, they talk about how they want to make taxes paper free, and we have, which I think are easier, honestly, but a lot of older people, like, I kind of forced my mom to learn how to do online banking and stuff like that, but a lot of older people, like, they have panic attacks because, like, taxes, like, tax booklets don't even go out as early as they used to. And, yeah. But then, yeah, we're getting all this political junk mail. I'm like, make it make sense. It's silly. We don't need that much political junk mail. And any political campaign who thought that was a good idea, don't pretend that you're an environmentalist, okay? Because I've been getting reams of this stuff. And none of it's like, I think you could get the same message out via a text message. You could just do a text message. Like, you could text people. Of course, maybe they can't because of some sort of texting thing. But I just feel like social media, like, nobody needs that much political junk mail. They just don't. But anyway, look at all the potato skins. So, yeah, I may have a lot of potatoes that I'm gonna spiralize. I don't know. People just love political junk mail, though. I'll be right back, okay? They love it. Well, I'm being facetious here. I'll be right back. Be back in a few minutes. everybody. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I was gone for a few minutes. What happened? What did I miss? Oh, yes, this is my cat painting. I really like it a lot. So let me see. I need to get the things out for the Spiralizer. I feel like, which one do I want to use? I want to use Caution. Sharp blades. Well, yes, the blades are sharp. Oh yeah, the thin blade. Obviously. The thin blade one. Okay, so thank you. I just like bright colors. I love bright colors. I think I'm missing a component. I feel like, oh wait. Can I put this thing back on yet? I think I can go back on the track. No. I didn't put it back on right yet. It needs to go all the way like that. And then I need to, well, I'm going to do it this way, right? So I can do it into a bowl, maybe? I don't know. Cutting board. It's going to be messy anyway. I'm not a fan of the mess, but what am I going to do about it anyway? I just, you know, it's messy. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Really mindful of this thing. Ah! I think it's all back together again. Did the suction cup section? It's supposed to suction down, right? Maybe that's after you lock it in. I think once you lock it in, it suctions itself down. Okay, so I think, yeah, probably right there. Then you want to stab the potato. And it needs to come like this. You need to really get it there. I knew it was going to make a boo-boo. Suction. Go off right away. Oh, what? I don't want to. This thing is. I thought I would try this thing again, but I still feel like it's kind of silly. Okay, come on. Be a good egg. This thing. It's like sticking this time to the counter. Oh, because the counter got wet. Come on, friend. This is so silly. It really shouldn't stick that bad, but yeah, it's literally sticking to the counter. It is a cool machine. I got it for my birthday because my sister's boyfriend said that he does not eat vegetables. And I'm like, wait a minute. You have this in your... You literally had this in your house. And he's like, oh, but I don't eat vegetables. And I'm like, oh, golly, whatever. No, I don't want to detach him until I'm done. Okay. And then I need to try and... It is a cool machine. And the potatoes are supposed to be the best component. Okay. Maybe that's all I can get out of that one. No. I feel like I could have got more. Maybe we'll just break that off. At least got some of it off. Some of it, right? The rest I think I'm going to cut up at the end. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll just cut the nubs at the end. Put that there for now. You got to be really careful though because it's a blade. My birthday was on September 23rd. I just don't publicize it just because, like, I don't know. I've never been big on, like, publicizing my birthday for some reason. I'm just not. I think your birthday was coming up, right? Okay. Come on, be a good egg. You could have got the rest of you. Maybe? it just doesn't want to do the rest. I think that's all I'm going to get for that potato. I'll just have to cut up the rest of that potato. Let's try another one. I was hoping to get more out of that one potato, but maybe that was it. I think I should have probably, oh, not again. You have to be mega strong to do this, by the way. I know people think, oh, this is just a little machine. No, I'm really, really strong, and I'm pushing really hard because other people were having like, it was even harder for them. Let's see what will happen. Cool machine, when is your birthday? That's nice. I just, reason being is, I don't eat raw potato. I know people say raw potato will kill you, but I don't know. I ate raw potatoes all my life and never did anything to me. But I have an ironclad stomach, so don't follow my examples, friends. I just really like potatoes. Okay. Ah! I really wanted this one to go farther, but I think that's pretty good. It spiralized it pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, it could have been better, but I probably shouldn't have ate that much of a raw potato, but whatever. We'll cut up the rest later. Now, I'm not even cutting off the part and making it flat this time. I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to cut up the rest later. Well, that's good that you got an early gift. I like that. Okay. So, be very careful with this thing. Just, I kind of want to line it up really good. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, come on, thing. I think I really do need to cut the top off of it. They're being silly. Put it right there for now. Okay. Potato-y. How did I get potatoes on my glasses? I don't know. Whatever. Where's the knife? It's in the dishwasher. Okay. Just grab one. Okay. And then, it is a cool machine, but it's really cool. But I show the real part of it because other people are just like, look how, like they talk about how hard it is, but I think they do more editing on it than I do. But if you do cut, I think, don't do that, friend. I feel like if you cut the end off, it does make it easier, maybe. Spiralize. I just kind of feel it that it does. Okay. Come on. Reattach it back down. Hard. It's not easy. It's actually, it takes a lot of energy. It's strength. Oh. Okay, gotta be very careful when you pull that thing out. I'll just cut up those guys at the end, and then I'm just gonna kind of try to I hate having to take it in and out though as I'm doing it, because I feel like it makes it worse, like when you're like you keep taking the potatoes out, it's just gonna get dirty again. That's the thing. Not dirty, but it's just gonna get more potatoes stuck in it, I feel like. But I guess it is probably better to wipe it out each time. I'm gonna do it. So it's really cool. I love the noodles it makes, but the real deal about this machine is you kind of have to scoop it out each time. What? I think every contraption's like that, really. My mom has one that's completely manual. Well, this one's pretty manual, but I mean, in a sense that. Get to wipe down the counter later. How fun is that? Yeah, I would put a bowl, but it's gonna go. I just know from the last time I used this thing, it's gonna go down the side of the machine anyway. And I had to clean the whole machine, so I'm just putting it on this and letting it kind of. Plus, I already cleaned my counter, so my counters are very clean. So I'm the only person living here now, so I wash them down all the time. But that's a good idea. I found last time. Played back in silly. Okay. So, and I'm not sure what's going on with TikTok. Like, I'm not really a fan of, like, there's a lot of things on TikTok that are just, I don't know. I think some of it's spilling over into YouTube, by the way. Because yesterday I got some real weird comments and I had to take the chat off because I've been experimenting with doing more lives where, yeah, there's more traffic coming in right now. But, I cringe because, you know, I try to make my channel a nice place with nice commentary. And there were these people just leaving these really weird comments. So I kind of basically, I just took the whole chat off because I was like, you know what? And this guy basically told me because I didn't like his, and he wasn't even making these comments. He was like, oh, just because you're not into my kind of comments, you're annoying. I'm like, no, I'm doing a hair video. These are not the kind of videos I want. I wasn't making a political video. I wasn't talking about anything like controversial. I literally was just doing a ding dong hair video, and he was, and I didn't like the kind of commentaries that we're making, and it was just weird, but I was like, whatever. So apparently I'm only supposed to delete their comments and not talk about it because, oh no, it's going to upset somebody. And he was annoyed that I said that those weren't good comments, and I don't like bullying on my channel. Or just people coming there to make rude comments. Oh, wow, poor thing. Like, he was so upset about it. Like, he was really, like, very upset. I'm like, why? So, apparently I'm not supposed to mention it anymore. So, I was like, okay, I'll just delete the comments and never mention it again. But there's a lot of channels that are doing that right now. Like, they're making rage bait videos. They're like, here are biscuits. And they're putting tomato sauce on top of the biscuits. And they're like, wow. And they're acting like it's really revolutionary. And it's like basically rage bait food videos. And somehow I ended up on this, getting recommended a whole bunch of rage bait food videos where they either waste food or they put noodles, okay? Just like dry spaghetti noodles in a pan and add a tiny bit of broth, chicken broth on top, and some tomato sauce. And then the people in the comments are like, that's a waste of food. Oh, it's not going to cook through. And I'm like, yes, definitely not going to cook through. But I don't know. I'm just like, apparently the people running this channel, they're making comments like that because they know it gets views. So I feel like, I'm not sure that there's comments like, I don't really even think TikTok's that bad. Maybe this is more a YouTube thing. I don't know. Which one has some more crazy comments, TikTok or YouTube? Like, I just wonder. But apparently people making their rage bait or just like comments like that I personally don't need on my channel, like, I'm not supposed to mention that. Because my video was definitely not political. It wasn't about anything controversial. And I still will watch videos like that and sometimes comment on social issues, but I've been just trying to make my content more, I don't know, like, my type of escapism is I don't want to talk about politics. Although I had a fun experience of somebody that I used to do a live stream with. She was trying to, I talked about this on my Facebook page. Like, she used some content that we did a show together and told me that I used to be on her side, but now I'm not. And I never even agreed with her interpretation of certain events. But it was just weird because, and then I talked to some people about this. They're like, they didn't even know why she was using like old footage of me. It was kind of weird. They're like, they didn't even understand. Like, it was supposed to be some sort of inside, like, like, you didn't agree with my point. And I'm like, this is weird. But it was getting like, I don't know. She really likes politics like a lot. And I'm not anti-politics. I'm over it right now. I'm just so over it at the moment. I will vote, but I'm not keen on this election or elections in general right now. I've seen plenty of them in my life. This is one of the worst ones in 20 years, okay? It's just not anything special in my opinion. And yeah, I'm just over it. Plus, I get it. Some people want to talk about that on their channel, but I'm just trying to not always talk about politics anymore just because, I don't know, it's just not what I'm doing. So, yeah, that was fun. Okay, I feel like maybe I should back it up. Get the little nubby off. Cut the nub later. And then I'll pull the noodle things out. Okay, at least I kind of flattened it out this way, I feel like. Oh no, don't stab yourself with the machine. Ah. It does make cool noodles though. Look at this. Like, if you ever want to see the noodle action on this thing, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at this. The noodles are very, very, very cool. Like, I actually, like, it spiralizes or turns potatoes into better noodles than zucchini. But I definitely need to buy more zucchini. I'm going to boil it. Unfortunately, the thing about potatoes are they start turning brown really quickly, and I don't want them to turn brown this time. So I'm going to fill it with water. Okay, because I'm going to boil them before I fry them. And I'm just going to plop a little bit of vinegar in there to kind of stop it from going brown. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna boil these guys this time. Last time I didn't boil them, but that's how I'm gonna cook them this time. I'm gonna boil them. So I'll get more of the starchy water out, which I think, I don't know, that's what a lot of people like to do. They like to get out the starchy water. Seems to be popular in this particular dish. Okay, let's pull out more of the potato, which to me is not super necessary because I'm like, I don't know, you're just gonna keep making potatoes anyway. Ah! Sticky. Okay. Ah! Sometimes you get started and it just doesn't. And it's a nub. Start again. This thing is quite, I'm just saying, it's quite the thing. Like, it has a mind of its own. I wouldn't, it's fun, but I'm like, yeah, no. Yay. It's like a starch ball here. I'm telling you, this machine, if you use it, it doesn't really matter like what you do. The stuff goes down the side anyway, so this is not a machine to use if you're in a hurry and feel like it. Personally, you just have to do it. It causes a much bigger mess, so you kind of have to end up gathering up all the potatoes that go every way, because I'm not gonna waste food just because, like, I love the spiralized noodle part, I do, but it definitely makes a mess. I'm not gonna pretend that it doesn't make a mess. It definitely makes a mess. Let's take part of this out, because I think once you get to a certain point, you kind of have to get the rest of the spiralized guys out. I think it'll push them out anyway. Okay, let's just put the knife over here though, so you know. Yep. Yee. I'm gonna take this one, throw it in the washer. Come on, be a big. So move him back, move him forward, and lock him down again. Let's put this little thing. I mean, it's not perfect, but I'm gonna use all the parts of the potato. It's okay. Never said that it's gonna look perfect, because it definitely won't. That's it for that one. It's not going to spiralize anymore. You can only get so much out of it. But it's fun. It is. The nubs I'm going to end up cutting out. Okay, so maybe we'll make it easier if we just cut off part of the nub to start with. Go forth and spiralize. Okay. I need to lock it down, I forgot. No, it's not. Okay. I got sidetracked. I don't like that. Okay. It's cool, but you have to be very with the Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see if I can even get it to do what I want, really. Honestly, can I? Because the nub thing is what's throwing it off, I think. Once it starts making a nub, you have to take the nub off. And then you have to go back. Lock it down. So yeah, it can make pretty cool noodles. I mean, look how long that is. Like that's pretty awesome looking. It does make some really cool looking noodles for sure. Put them into the water. Kind of get rid of the brown parts of them. And the cool thing about having added vinegar to the water, it immediately, like, I don't know, I don't really care if potatoes turn brown, but some people are very upset about that. So the cool thing about adding a little bit of vinegar to that water, it's acidic, so it automatically brightens the color of the potatoes. What are we making? We're making potatoes with a spiralizer, and it's a lot of work. Okay, so do. Try to get it all the parts out. I'm gonna have to clean that out later anyhow. Okay. And we have a lot of potato bits. We still have to, oh, come on, don't be silly. Don't do that. It's so slippery. Okay. Come on. Already. Okay. Kind of, but I'm gonna try and fix it. I don't know, this whole nub business, it gets really upset when that thing gets stuck. I'll try to put all the potatoes in the water with the vinegar to keep them from getting all. It's gonna be kind of like a hash brownish potato, but I think what I would like to do in the future, if I ever get another spiralizing machine, I'm gonna get an electronic one because, although would I buy another gadget? No, just look at me. I'm kind of low end on gadgets. Over there. Okay. Trying to block it down. Okay. It doesn't feel like it wants to sit. Come on, be a good egg. Let's.
good egg.
Kitchen gadget, I think just a plain old cutting board and a knife, because it's a lot less maintenance. You know, I'm not even going to pretend to keep the cutting board there anymore, because it's not doing anything. If you're going to use this machine, just be honest with yourself. It's going to make a mess. It's just the honest truth about this machine. It's not... I mean, it makes really cool noodles. This one wasn't as noodleized, though, I feel like. Let's see. Well, yes and no. I mean, let's see. I mean, a few of them turned out pretty good. I mean, on the other ones, some of them were longer, but this isn't bad. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I just don't... I don't know. I like it, but I don't like the mess that it makes. That's my truth. And some people, like, when they did the reviews of this machine, like, they would wash it out every single time. But I just hate wasting food. So I'm not going to waste, like, the potato to wash it out every single time. Because the truth is, it makes a mess. Like, this little gadget, he's fun, but he makes a mess. He's like for people... Yes, that's exactly what it is. And that's exactly why it sat in my sister boyfriend. Well, they're basically like married, but I think the reason they never got legally married was just because, honestly, in the US, it's expensive to get married, and they just decided, like, it's cheaper to be together, like, forever and not get married just for tax reasons. I don't know. But I kind of consider him my brother-in-law. I mean, he practically is. They've been together for years now. But it's been in his kitchen for a reason. It's cool, but it was until it did that, right? Well, maybe I should just go with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not... I kind of don't like messes, and I think that's my problem. Like, some people just love messy things, and messes kind of give me... I don't like a mess, honestly. I just don't. Because I'll have to clean this whole area before I even start the next part. Let's see. So you have a little nub. Okay. And then pull out. It's not even that expensive. I think, but think about this. It was 2015. I think it was like $20. I don't know what it is nowadays, but this is something he bought several years ago. So now you have to keep in mind that they raised the price of everything, but it wasn't that expensive back then. Because I think I looked it up. It was like $15, $20. It wasn't, I think, I don't know. I'll have to look again, but if I remember right, it wasn't that much back then. What you might be seeing it online for now is like people who didn't use it, sat in their kitchen, and they're like, oh, let's sell this thing. I don't do that, mister. I want to use you. You're good. Come on. I think it's just too wet underneath. It doesn't want to comply. It's just too slippery. Okay, fine. We'll just cut up the rest. The verdict on this thing is, I don't know. It's fun, but it's messy, and I don't think it's any more enjoyable than just maybe using a grater and a bowl. And you would get kind of the same effect, in my opinion. And now I get to clean this machine later, which is all kinds of fun. So it can just sit under the water. And then it wastes some of the potato too, which I don't like, because I like to use all of the food. Like, I like to use everything. I don't like to waste parts of vegetables. So I do think, yes, I'm making the potatoes. I just feel like it just wastes some of the vegetables, like some of the potato, in my opinion. And I was going to rinse off the whole counter, but I think I'm just going to gather people up. potatoes up and start cutting into small pieces, and they're not going to be perfect because at this point I'm just, I mean, I would have liked to, I wouldn't pay for this thing, okay? This is like this is the second time I've used this thing, and I would not, I wouldn't buy it. Like, if you ever see those as seen on TV gadgets, just don't, okay? Just, you know, just a cutting board and a knife are good enough, you know? They really are. You don't need all these gadgets. Like, honestly, I don't even have like a food processor. I have like a blender. I have the Magic Bullet, and now I also have a regular blender because that's another thing that was sitting in my sister's boyfriend's closet, and he gave it to me for my birthday. I'm gonna saute them with olive oil. I don't like deep fried anything really. I mean, I could make them in the air fryer, but I'm gonna just make them like with olive oil. I wish I had an onion, olive oil, onion, bell pepper. Add some garlic. But I do wish I still had some onions because I would caramelize the onion first, and I'm gonna kind of make them like a potato noodle. It'll be like, instead of spaghetti, I want to treat them like noodle. Or like a spiralized, thinly sliced potato. I just like to add a little bit of olive oil. More like, I don't know, saute. But I love making potatoes because you can have like a big portion of them, and it's just like, it's yummy. It's so filling. It's so delicious. You know, the little nubs aren't bad actually. I don't feel like raw potatoes, but I like it. Our gadget's gonna be getting rinsed off as I turn on the sink. So good for gadget. This vinegar water is really good for taking the brownness out of potatoes that have kind of oxidized, because they don't look as brown anymore. If that, like, personally, I don't really care if they look brown, but like if that's a problem for you, I highly recommend trying the little bit of vinegar in the water. It'll make them, well, some of them might look a little oxidized. Like, some of them look a little oxidized, I'll be honest. But not as bad. Last time I microwaved the potato noodles, this time I'm going to boil them. And then I'm going to saute them after that. Or boil to cook. Cook them through. Kind of get them cooked through. This is a lot of starchy funness, I'm telling you. It's so much fun. It got to be nighttime before I realized it too. Well, I mean, it was evening. It was like 5 o'clock, but it just got later. All the little pieces and stick them in the water. Oh my God. Oh golly, Miss Molly. Yeah, so if you want to save yourself like a little bit. What did I do today? Well, I did a lot of laundry. Yeah, I did a lot of laundry. A lot of laundry. That's what I do. Or did. Okay. The potatoes in the pan. Water in here. Let's just get the rest of this, like whatever good amount of potato that we can salvage. Pour down here. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but I think the rest is just going to go in the sink because it's kind of messy. Give everybody a rinse. Okay. Film content. Well, I've been doing more live streams now because I do shorts for my hair channel. But honestly, to be honest with you, I know everybody loves like they love the edited content. I just don't feel like a high need for it anymore because it's just like, okay, for the longest time I just pretended like, oh, like I should try and do edited content because that's what everybody like always talks about. But I don't know, I've always been like more of a live streamer kind of person, just doing stuff live, like doing it live. So I will do like some shorts, but I feel like these days like the shorts are more of my edited content. And I just really like live streams. Like I feel like I am definitely, and I know some people think, I feel like some people think that the long form content has to be edited, but I'm just more of a live streaming kind of girly. Like it's just more my thing. I'm gonna put this pan on heat up. Why is it not turning on? That's concerning. What's going on? Huh. Oh my golly. Well, it did turn up. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Anyway. So, I'm going to cut up some of the bell pepper for this. I did wipe down the counter, but you know what? When I'm done, I'm going to do a bigger cleaning of the kitchen, I feel like. Oh, let's do one more wipe. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get back into making long form edited video because it was never really me. And I've talked about this multiple times on my channel. Like, I'm not that person that's into the long form edited video. So I feel, and then some people, these days just do shorts. I might one day do long form edited video again, but yeah, I feel like the live streams really fulfill my need for the long form content. It's just so much more me. It really is. I feel like I'm more of a, and live streaming is not just gamers, because like news broadcasts are live. A lot of things are live. Like, so we have this 3-pack of bell peppers that I bought at Walmart. I should have went to Food for Less. I'm not going to Walmart again. I went with my little sister yesterday, and I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Walmart. Like, I really like the grocery store better because I don't necessarily, like, I think, like, there's a Food for Less next to Walmart, and I just feel like groceries, like, you have a better selection because you have fruits and veggies. And I'm just more about the grocery store because, like, these prepackaged bell pepper, I don't know. I wanted to get some vegetables because I was there, but it's not, like, it's not a neighborhood Walmart. I do like the neighborhood Walmarts and the super Walmarts. I like those because they have more groceries. And this one, I have several complaints about it. Like, they no longer carry Morningstar Farm, which I don't know what's going on. Like, there's less plant-based options, which is kind of silly. But I've kind of gotten to the point, I'm just making my own plant-based options anyhow. I'm not going to put these in with the water. I think I'm just going to put these in a bowl to put with my noodle bake. Oh, hi, Riley. I guess we're back. You saw my hair earlier. Nice to see you, though. Glad you're back. I need some raw bell pepper. It's just more me, because I do some edited content, but even then, like my edited content, it's really just like a cut down version of a live, and I kind of thought about that too, like literally. And I don't know. I'm just more into the live stream content, and a lot of people just do lives now, like on TikTok and YouTube even. Like a lot of people are just doing lives. The only thing that I really don't love about the lives is I don't understand why, like, okay, like they're pushing vertical feed so much, like to get more views. I just think it'd be cool if you could get as many views in horizontal feed, in my opinion, you know? I just feel like that'd be cool. I don't understand like the rationale behind it. Because maybe I will do more lives in vertical feed, but I just don't get as many, like it doesn't have as much discoverability, I've noticed. Because like they're pushing like for the phone, but I feel like you can still turn your phone vertical. Like I don't know. But then TikTok is doing the opposite for a while, where they were wanting you to upload like vertical video, and I'm just like, guys, like which one is it? And then it used to be that vertical video is considered like I don't know, like if a celebrity who had just made a video in 2019 pre TikTok blowing up, like before it got big, like it was considered like, oh, they're a noob, they don't know much about social media. Because, hi. I don't know, somebody knocked on the door. It just kind of startled me for a minute. I play that game where they knock on the door. I don't know. Like, yes, I know what the game is. It's this little game where there's these people, they knock on the door to see like the kids, like they start knocking on the door and they want to see if you answer, and that was part of the problem when my sister lived here. Like they would knock on the door, and they don't just knock, like they knock really loud. It kind of startles you. You're like, It's a game. Okay, I live in an apartment complex and there's kids. They knock on the door and they think it's exciting when somebody pops their head out and gets really mad. Like they look to see, and I don't know why, because it's kind of a known game that they do this in our apartment complex, but their parents don't really care. And that was the problem I had with my sister, because she is schizophrenic, and then it would be like a sensory stimuli. Like they would knock on the door, and I know it's going on. Like they're looking to get the reaction. I'm not gonna open the door. In fact, I shouldn't have even said who is it, because I know who it is. Like you look at out the people and nobody's there. Like it's not like a delivery person and there is nobody coming to the door. It's a game, and it's just like, oh, because they knock really loud, but you know, whatever. They friends don't supervise them, and I'm not reading into that. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna pop my head out and see something. Like they're looking to see who. It's a game that's been going on for like several years here. Like, I probably should have moved. It kind of died down for a while. Well, not completely. Even like she was gone for 3 years, and they actually kicked my door one day. There's still a mark on my door. But I didn't complain about it because of all the problems I had with her. But yeah, it's kind of yeah. No, it's startling. This is something that's been going on, and part of why I want to move. It's a little startling, okay? But they're children. Well, I don't know. They're teenagers. It's a little startling. I'll be honest with you. It's. But you know what? I'm kind of glad that it happened live, because now I'm like, well, we know it's happening. Because yeah, like she shouldn't have been reacting to them. But then again, like most people, like would get really mad if something like that happened. But I know what they're doing. Like they're looking for a response. So I'm like, whatever. You're not at home doing your homework, obviously. You don't have any parental supervision. You want to knock on the door and startle people. I don't know what to say. That's just what's been going on here. And it kind of ramped up again this last summer, as they were on summer vacation, and I think they walked by and they knocked on the door one day, and she probably gave them a really bad reaction. Like I know she said some things to them, because she gets really mad when people disturb the peace. Like she can't handle it. Like it's a big problem. So I don't know for her. So I'm just like, whatever. You want to knock on the door? I still feel a little startled, but I really need to move. I just haven't, because it's cheaper here. But you know, that's one of the lovely aspects of modern life, I guess. You know, people's kids knock on the door to get a reaction, like haha, like. But I'm like, whatever. You know, kids used to do stuff like that in the 80s. Like they used to toilet paper houses. So it's a little startling. But what am I gonna do if the worst thing that happens, they knock on the door? You know, don't really care. One time, it was really bad. Because she was here. This is back when she was here. Like, they started throwing lemons and limes. It's kind of funny looking back now. Like, she got in an argument with them. She's like, don't knock on the door. And then they were throwing lemons and limes in the background, in the backyard. And I came home, and I was like, limes are expensive. Where did they get all these limes? I'm like, it's one of their parents in the catering business, because it was like 50 limes. Like, limes are not cheap. Like, I'm thinking that's something that their parents had for a party or something. I'm like, didn't their parents miss those limes though afterwards? I don't know. But anyway. one. It's very yummy. I'm gonna check on my potato noodles and see how they're doing. They're doing really good. Okay. Okay. Let's rinse off. Ah! Not roll away. See, a knife is really nice. I love knife, like just chopping veggies. Like, why not? I don't even think you need like that gadget thing. I'm like, knife is very nice. Make real noodles through that thing too with a dough ball, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. Probably not. I think it's just for veggies. I really do, or potatoes, or I wish I did have onions though. That'd be great. I think I ate all my onions, I'm pretty sure. Really good. Yum, yum, yummy. Put him on hot. Check on Italy woodleys. Well, let's get out of here. Okay. So we can move over here now. Hi, everybody. So I'm gonna, I think, I feel like I'm trying to see like how cooked these guys are. I feel like they need to boil a little bit though. And they haven't boiled yet. I kind of want them to come to a full boil to cook through completely. You know what I'm saying? They definitely need to boil. But it kind of looks like spaghetti a little bit, or potato noodles, I guess you could say. Just trying to move them along. Okay. Gonna take all of my bell peppers right here. Yum yums. Very good. And I'm going to do, I have some oregano, which I'm gonna add later to everything. I need to get out a sprig of oregano. Like I have a sprig of fresh oregano. I'm just gonna kind of so I took the oregano from my mom's garden that she gave me. I just kind of let it all dry out in the fridge in those nice little bags that she gave it to me in, and it's been perfect. I definitely need to get more olive oil. So I'm gonna have some olive oil. Olive oil, bell pepper. Olive oil, bell pepper. We'll do some salt. Probably didn't need to add salt, honestly. Just adding a couple different things. Some pepper. I'm going to take a fresh chili pepper from my mom's garden and just kind of crush it in there. So great. It looks so colorful. Like, it looks really, really colorful. Can you see it? Yeah. Can't really see it though. You can see me cooking. Alright. So I'm gonna turn on the oven. Our garlic, salt. It's a lot, but so yummy. Turn it down. Let's fry up. All put it in there. I mean, I'm probably, I'm thinking at this point, cooked enough potatoes that I could add in. I need a spoon. Just kind of add them in as we go. Make a mess. Transfer's a little messy. More potato. Oh golly, Miss Molly. So kind of a messy transfer, right? If I had tongs, it'd work better, but I don't have tongs, okay? So I'm just a low maintenance kind of gal. This works just good. Although I wouldn't recommend that most people do this at home because I have a high heat tolerance, like a really high heat tolerance, like for heat. I think most people can handle this. Oh no, stay over there, dudes. Add more than noodle. Maybe you can little scoop it up. Scoop it up. I'll get a little bit of the water in. That's okay though. I don't mind. I'm gonna kind of get all scooted in there. It needs more oil in my opinion. More olive oil. So I don't deep fry, but I do like, I like some frying. A little bit more olive oil. Oh no. I'm gonna be wiping down floors tonight. Basil got up there. And down here. Ah! That's my hands. I don't want to do too many actually. Let's just, this pan, let's concentrate on this amount. I think this is a good amount actually. We want to give it some flavor. So, I had reconstituted my ketchup a couple weeks ago. Just left out of it. Actually, let's just water it down. Why not? Just to add a little bit more spice, I'm gonna push the pepper in. You do probably want to wash your hands after, because I could just have cut it up, but why not? I mean, they're so dry out that it's perfect that you just kind of brush them in. I kind of like doing that. This is when I get. And I like to add different layers of flavor to dishes. I just do different things that sound good to me. So I have different layers. I'm gonna put a little bit of soy sauce in there. I'm gonna put more ketchup in it too, I think. Because I don't have tomatoes this time that I would love to use. Maybe I'll use the rest of this potato water to make a soup or something. That's what I'm thinking. Add some more ketchup. Just add a little bit more ketchup in there. A little bit more. There we go. I'm gonna incorporate it. I've just been finding lately if you use ketchup in like dishes, like it's kind of nice just because I often forget to buy tomato paste or tomato sauce, which I really should. Or I don't have like a fresh tomato on hand, so this gives it like a different dishes tomato flavor. It's really hot. Try to get the potato down there so it's kind of nice and white. Hey. I think I want to take a short break and I'll be back in a few minutes. my spatula? It's over there. Okay. I think tomorrow I'm going to use the potato water to make like a soup. I'd make some lentils. Oh, you know what I might do actually? Because let's just have our lentils, right? Yeah, I have the lentils down here. Let's start turning this into like a soup. I think these lentils are pretty good, right? They're pretty good. And I'm gonna turn that into a soup. Lentils. Turn the heat back up on that. I'm gonna start cooking that down into like a soup. That's a great idea. Lentils like that. And then I have like a lot of canned vegetables that I really need to use. I need to give her back tuna because I don't eat tuna. But we still have all this tuna that she bought. And I think she's gonna be, oh, I don't like tuna. And I'm like, well, how did you buy it? I don't know, but I have a lot of green beans. I'm glad sorry. I thought I still had some carrots for some reason. I don't anymore. I'm not really sure. I could have sworn I still had carrots though. Not carrots, but corn. So put green beans and corn in it. I will drain it. Okay, so while the potatoes are cooking, I need to do something about potatoes in the water. Might as well turn it into some kind of a soup, right? I think. Just my thought, anyway. I don't want anything stuck to the side, you know? Have stuck. So we have the spiralized potatoes in that pan, and we could turn it into a soup. It's just my thought. Okay, so since I'm gonna make it a soup, and a bunch of garlic. It's a lot of garlic. It needs a lot of bases though. We're gonna put different things in it. And then I still have my oregano. Put some of the oregano in here. Why not turn it on? Put some little roasted potatoes in there just to boil together. Okay. In that one, and then I'm going to put the green beans and the corn in the other one. This can opener is horrible. It's like my favorite can opener of all time. It's not. It definitely isn't. It's just like, ugh. It's a lot of work. So I have to really press hard to open anything with it. Okay. I just drained off the green beans because honestly, like, I don't. Oh no! Oh no! Shut out. Oh, get out. Potatoes off. No, no, no. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. So that can go sit in the trash. should look to see what I have in the other cabinet that I could add to this. Okay. Checking on my potatoes while I'm doing this, just to make sure nothing's sticking. Drain it. Get most of the water out. I need to get a new can opener, but to be honest, I just made it last minute. Oh, golly. Okay, so we got that one in there. And I'm going to do one more can of vegetables for this soupy thing I'm making. It's an impromptu soup. It's just like, yeah. It's called what'sinmycabinet.com. And the potatoes will make it really good, though. I'm going to add other stuff to it, though, after this. Kind of bring it along. And then I have the last thing open. Okay. So can opener. I definitely need to buy a new can opener, but I refuse. I refuse right now. So I'm like, you're not. Oh, I don't want to buy a new can opener yet. I just make it work until it doesn't work anymore. Okay. Lid off this one. I'm draining all the water out of each of these. Okay. Then this is the last can of vegetables. I'm gonna put up the soupy thing. And then after this, I'm gonna do some more flavor. So I think not spaghetti. Ketchup can be a great base for anything because it's basically just, you read the ingredients. It's tomato concentrate, okay? This is budget cooking, okay? We're living on a budget. We're not. What are you in there? Ah. Okay, got some of that. And then we'll add a little bit of tiny bit of soy sauce. Give it some flavor. And then we want some spiciness for our soup. So I'm going to take the peppers my mom has grown in her garden and just break them up in the soup. Stir it along. Ooh, the ketchup really is going to kind of put more color for sure, make it more reddy, more reddish. And we have the lentils in there, which all floated to the very bottom. I can see them there. Stir it around a bit. And then getting some of the soup water. Stir up our potatoes a bit, see how they're doing. Right. Yeah, when I stir it up, I can definitely see the lentils on the bottom, which have essentially at this point sunk to the bottom. Turn the heat up a little bit more on that guy and let him simmer away. Just do your soupy thing. Soupy. And then I feel like, even though there's still some liquid left, I don't want to completely cook down my potatoes. I mean, you could, but I kind of like them like this, honestly. So I'm going to have some like this. It's really hot. Some of my potato noodles. A lovely little sauce. Just kind of plate it on the plate. Nice and so I'm going to enjoy some of my potatoes. Turn that one off. Make sure this one is centered and have a good night.